Alrighty, we are live. Thank you guys for getting on. Just to introduce myself real quick, my name is Megan Blinkup. I am the creator of our team, One Fit Fam, and I am excited to share a little bit more with you guys about what coaching is like, and more specifically, what it's like on our team. So a little bit about me. I have been coaching now for just over 2 years. I hit my 2-year mark this past March. I am a 5-star Diamond Elite Beachbody Coach. That is an achievement of our team, and it is a true reflection of just the leaders that are growing on our team. And I know at this point, it's like, you may not hear that word and term, and it may not really mean much, but basically we're in the top 0.5% of the entire company, which is pretty darn cool. It always starts over every year. We are currently ranked 113 as of the March numbers. They come out once a month. So I'm very proud of that. And that just shows that this year, our team is continuing to grow as well as last year. So I'm a mom of 2. I have a spunky independent daughter, Aubrey, who will be 5 in July. And Colton's my little sweet, sweet boy. He will be 3 in May. 2 more weeks. Excuse me. So like a lot of coaches, I got started coaching because I fell in love with the product. So I had done T25 right after having my son. And by done it, I mean, I bought the DVDs and they sat in my basement. And any time that I did a workout, I usually followed it up with a trip to Dairy Queen. And that's pretty much how T25 worked for me. I went nowhere fast. I didn't understand why it didn't work. I got Shakeology, but I didn't drink it every day because, like a lot of people, I thought it was expensive and not worth it, and it wasn't going to do anything, and it was just some other shake. So that was about 6 months where I think I went through a total of 3 bags of Shakeology in 2 months, and that was even with sharing some with my husband. I had no results to show for it because my nutrition was so far off. But I kept watching my coach, and I watched her and I watched her, and she was a mom of 2, and she looked darn good. And I was like, you know what? If she can look like that, like I can do it too. Like I want to be fit, and I want like to be that active mom with my kids. So that was really what got me then to finally commit. So I then did the 21-day fix when it was launched in 2014. And this time I actually committed. So I got my challenge pack again. I told my husband, I am not sharing this with you because this program's 21 days and there's only 30 scoops in the bag. And I want to see if it works. Like I'm going to follow it and see what happens. And I still remember after 2 weeks sending my pictures to my coach. And I was like, look, like this is working. She's like, those are great results. I said, I'm not done. This is just 2 weeks. She's like, oh my goodness. And we started talking about the Shakeology, and I thought to myself, there's no way that I can continue with this. I was a stay-at-home mom. I had been a stay-at-home mom for a year. We didn't have any extra room in the budget. It was hard enough for me to, take that plunge and buy the challenge pack, let alone continue to buy something for myself. And, she told me about the discount, and I was like, you know what, let's see if I can do this. And then my coach shared with me that, if you could help 3 people a month, even starting with your friends and family, 3 people a month would cover your own costs. And I was like, well, that's really appealing because I really can't afford this right now. Or so I didn't think so. So that's really what I got started with. I used my before and after pictures to send them off to my family. I started with my mom and stepmom and mother-in-law and my sister and my sister-in-law. And those were the first people that I talked to about it because I could show them my pictures. Like, guys, this works. Like, this was me. This works. It's done amazing. And they were supportive. So one thing I always like to mention, my sister was military. So this is really how I got my first jump into it because military can sign up as a coach for free. So active duty military or spouses of active duty military as well as veterans can be a coach for free and get the monthly fees waived, which we'll talk about later. But that's like how I got my first coach with my sister because she was military. And it just kind of propelled from there. It didn't take long before I noticed the effects of using Shakeology daily. I had Crohn's disease. I took medicine 3 times a day for 7 years. And within a few months, I guess this all started in the end of February, early March. I noticed that my symptoms were going away. And while everybody's body reacts differently, and Shakeology is no form of medicine, it is whole food. When you treat your body with natural superfoods, you're bringing your body back to its natural state. And that's what it did for me. I started exercising, I started eating clean, I started giving my body nutrients it had never had before. And the symptoms were going away slowly but surely. And by August of that first year, it was 6 months later, I made an appointment with my doctor, and I was like, I don't think I need this. So he okayed me to get off. And I even had a follow-up colonoscopy to see, and the Crohn's is still there. Like, they can see it, but I have no symptoms of it. So after 7 years of spending $60 a month on medicine, I no longer have that expense. Again, everybody is different and reacts differently, but it just goes to show you that this is powerful, and it's your body, and the way you treat it and fuel it has a huge impact on the way that you live. So if you aren't familiar with Beachbody yet, it actually did not start as what it is today. So it was really a company that was, looking for a solution for weight loss. The whole Team Beachbody part came later. But in the beginning, it was just like for the infomercials, selling these fitness programs online. There was the ones that most people are familiar with, like P90X and TurboFire and Insanity and Chalene Extreme. Like, those are names people already knew. It wasn't this huge library of trainers and programs. But what they started to realize was, as people used the support groups that were on the Beachbody website, the results started getting better. And they shared how that community of support helped them in their journeys. And Beachbody was like, well, we can pull this network together, and it's going to be this Team Beachbody, and they're going to be these coaches who are going to help them. And, Shakeology wasn't even in the picture yet. Like, this was literally just the support for these people. And that's really how it got started. So while today it is a multi-level marketing company, which means you do earn your income through your direct sales, through your team sales, but it's not, I'm trying to think of the word they use. Multi-level marketing tends to have like a bad rep. People think of it as being like, and I don't want to diss anything, but something more like it's wraps things, or things where you're really trying to sell a product. And you don't want to look at what we're doing as coaches as selling a product. You're helping them find a solution to a problem that they have, whether it's medical, whether it's weight loss, whether it's needing the support of other people. Like, we have a solution that can help people get to their goals. So rather than selling a product, if you turn around and think of it as you're helping people find a solution to their problem, it doesn't make it seem so salesy anymore. And it doesn't make it seem like the other multi-level marketing companies that are out there. So this was a picture from our January Super Saturday event in Pittsburgh. And these events happen every quarter. I'm part of the Market Council in Pittsburgh. So I'm part of the group that plans our quarterly events. And while we have them here in Pittsburgh, they're all over the US and Canada. Like, chances are there's one near you if you're not local to Pittsburgh. But January is kind of a big celebration. So it was really cool. We had people coming in from all over. Jacqueline came in from Canada. We had coaches fly in from Colorado, North Carolina, and it became a big team event. So while there's a group of smiling ladies in this picture, I think it's really key to note that, not that anyone can't be these things, but we're not personal trainers or fitness experts or nutritionists. Everyone in this picture is not at their goal weight or their ideal body. We have flaws. We make mistakes. We're normal people. But what happened was we came together on this common ground that we can do this together. We can help more people together. And you really, I always say, like, your vibe attracts your tribe. And like, we got to spend this weekend together, and like, you realize how similar you are and how, different people connect. I asked the people who were there, who were my personally sponsored coaches, like, what was it like that connected you to me? Like, what was, like, there was a reason we connected. Was it me reaching out to you? Was it you reaching out to me? It was just so cool to hear the different things. And there was just that common ground amongst everyone. And we've become, while we do a lot of things virtually through the Zoom and, in our team pages, we have these events where we do get together and see each other. So while we're not, any certain trained anything, we're basically just people who follow the programs. We drink our shakes, we do our workouts, and we share it through our social media. So the bulk of what coaches do are challenge groups. Now, there's a lot of other things that we do, but when it boils down to it, It stems from a challenge group because that's the first thing that you can do to help somebody get the results. Most people, like some people do come into this for the business. I've had people come straight to me that say, I don't know much about Beachbody, these workout programs, but I want to work from home, or I like fitness. I don't know these things, but I like fitness and nutrition. I want to do this. But the bulk of people, they come from challenge groups. They're challengers who already know this product works, who knows that, this is legit, and they just want to share it with other people. And while everyone's growth is different and everyone's, goals are different, it usually stems from that common ground that this works. Let's share it with other people. So challenge groups are really the bulk of, or the base of the business, where you get to know the people who you're talking to or on your team, helping people get results. And that's where like the magic happens. And then once the results come, those people typically want to be a coach too, to share it with other people. So there's a lot of benefits from being a coach. As a mom of two, I can tell you my favorite thing of being a coach is that I'm still home with them. In the beginning, I really just did this in the morning before they woke up and at night after they went to bed. Like right now, my kids are sleeping. And that is when I work my business. Now, as I continue to grow and this became more of a full-time thing, I do have, my daughter's in preschool 3 days a week. So she's in school for 2.5 hours those days. And on 2 of those days, I send my son to a sitter. So like, yes, at this moment, it is not solely just in the morning and in the evening, but for the first year, that's what it was. And if you can dedicate as little as an hour a day to doing the things that we teach you, as, sharing and inviting people to join you, and, basically just, sharing through social media what we have to offer and how you can help somebody with their problem or help them find a solution, you can start to build a business. It's not a get rich quick scheme. I know we talked about that in the group. It's not something that you just snap your fingers. It does take work and it takes consistency and dedication, but it's on your time. You can go as slow as you want or as fast as you want. You can work part-time. You can work full-time. You can work all day. You can just work in the morning. You can just work at night. It doesn't matter what it is. It fits you. And then your income's a direct result of how many people you help each month. And that's where the variables come. So along with that, so we talk, I mentioned earlier, you do get commissions from the sales of things that, a new coach or customer buys a challenge pack from you or Shakeology from you. You do earn commissions, but that's not where the bulk of the income comes from. In the beginning, it will. But as you grow and you grow a team of other people who are doing this with you, it really comes from the team bonuses and your growth of your team. There's different trips. Right now we're gearing up for our coach summit in Nashville, which is super exciting. It's in July. It was in July last year. The year before that it was in June, but it's typically in the summer sometime. And it's basically our big event where we get together, we hear about what's coming out, we celebrate the successes of the year before, and you get to meet all these people that you talk to through the computer. You finally get to see them face to face. So summit's a real big one. And then something that I didn't notice or I didn't know before I started coaching that would become one of the greatest rewards of this business is the personal development. I didn't ever read a personal development book. I thought people that read those like self-help books were people who needed a lot of help and a little crazy. Like I didn't know that it just was really something that was going to fuel your fire and make you become a better person and help you find that, like, I used to be so positive. Somebody said to me one time, how are you just so happy? Like, don't you ever get mad? I'm like, well, yeah, I get mad, but then what's the point? Like, you can be mad and sulk over it, or you can just turn it around, find the good, be happy, and move on. And it's just things that I didn't know before, not know, but I didn't practice before. I didn't always have that way to like find that light. In the personal development that's encouraged through Team Beachbody and like the books that I've read since becoming a coach have totally transformed my mind and what gave me the confidence to start building this business online when I have a background in accounting, like not social media, not health and fitness, nothing to do with this, but I knew that this was something that I loved and that I knew I could help other people with. So it's crazy how like things that you don't really even see in the beginning turn out to some of the greatest rewards. And then one of the other trips is an annual Success Club trip. So this is basically a trip. Success Club points are points you earn through your challenge pack sales and your Shakeology through the year. And as you accumulate points for this, you can get on the trip. Now, there's 400,000 coaches in the network and, 8,000 spots or whatever it is for the trip. So clearly not everybody's going to get to go. But again, it's a direct result of how many people you can help. And I went on the trip my first year. We went to Cancun. This last year, we went to this past March, was a picture on the right where we went on a cruise. And then next year it's Punta Cana. So it is possible to do. Oh, my numbers are off. I just changed them and I put 15 and 16. They really should be 16, 17. But anyways, you get the point. They do a good job at rewarding you for your hard work. Like it does take a lot of time and sacrifice, but it's worth it. So one of the things that I pride myself in just being a part of such a large organization is we have so much training available. So while you've been through this sneak peek group and you've seen a little bit more about what we have as coaches, it doesn't stop there. Like as somebody who joins our team, the biggest thing that you can do is get plugged into a coach training group and get started right, because it's going to be confusing. It's brand new to you. The terms that people are going to throw out are going to go over your head because it's new. It should be hard. It should be a challenge. It's something you've probably never done before. But we have the systems. The systems are in place. The coach training is there. Once you go through a coach training, we have different groups to push for the rank advancements and to continue to grow your business. I'm really excited. I'm having my first retreat this coming August in Deep Creek, Maryland. And it's something that I've participated in them in the past. And now I get to hold that retreat for the leaders on our team for the work that they've done to get our team to where it is today. So we do a lot of things. Like it's a business that you build from home. So I feel like these are important to be able to still get together and have that FaceTime with other people. And there's no, you can go anywhere you want with this. You can just be a coach for the discount. There is no sort of qualification that once you become a coach, you have to sell X amount or you have to pay anything. You don't have to buy any inventory or anything crazy like that. Like you can just drink your Shakeology, get a discount and buy the programs you want when they come out and save some money. Like that's fine. But if you want to take it a step further and share it with your your friends and your family. Like maybe you already have another full-time job and you can't dedicate a lot of time to this, but you want to do something with it. You can be what we call a hobby coach. You're earning some part-time income, or you can take it a step in where you kind of just go all in and you're a business builder where this is your, kind of either your number one source of income or your goal is for it to become, and you are driven to make this your full-time business. And it doesn't matter. It can change. By all means, I was a discount to start and then more of that hobby coach to where now I am a business builder. But it changed as my goals changed and as my life changed. So I think that's important. Like you're not committed to anything up front. But when you make that decision to follow one path, we can help you get there wherever you're trying to go. So some people who have been in this group, they're already signed up as a coach because they took that discount. Some people haven't joined yet. So if you're in here and you haven't joined yet and you're thinking about joining, there's a couple options. The best is always through a challenge pack because it waives that $40 enrollment fee. It's going to get you your fitness program. So even if you already have one, you can get another one because once you're a coach, you can no longer buy challenge packs. And it's going to get you a trial membership of the Beachbody Club, which allows you to try other workout programs that are out there. If you don't want another workout program, you can skip the challenge pack and just get your Shakeology. But there is a $40 enrollment fee with that. So it's kind of like, why waste $40 when you can put it towards something else that you're going to use? Or, of course, you can pay the fee and just get a program. But again, if you're coaching, you probably want to be using the Shakeology and sharing what Shakeology is doing for you. So not many people sign up with that third option, but the options are there. And like I mentioned, when you're active duty military, you or your spouse can get the sign up fee waived, and also veterans. So there is one other monthly fee. So for people who are just discount coaches, I basically explained to them that this is like your fee for the discount. And these are all in US dollars, by the way, but this is the fee that, gives you your discount. So if all you were doing was getting your Shakeology each month, you're going to net save about $15. If you are in this for the business aspect, that, $16, $17, depending on if there's like slight variances with local taxes, This is where you get all your media promotion. You have your personal websites that will be directed just to you. We have our coach online office, and this is what stores all of your business information. There's training in there. There's tons of marketing information. This is where you see all your orders, your personal orders, your customers' orders. They take care of all the warehousing, the shipping, the customer service, technical support. That's all on Team Beachbody, and they'll help you through that. And that's what your monthly fee would cover. So I hope I didn't talk too fast, but I hope that this was enough information to give you a little bit more background onto what we do, and it kind of builds off of the videos that we shared earlier in the sneak peek group. But next Monday and every first Monday of every month, we do run our team-wide coach training group. So it's a 21-day group that's really designed to give you the tools to get your business up off the ground and get your first challenger set up for your first challenge group. So that'll start on Monday. I'll go ahead and stop the screen share. Maybe. Oops. I think I can just escape. I don't have a mouse. There we go. No? Oh, I thought I lost you guys. Sorry. Okay. All good. So that is the presentation part, but I wanted to go ahead and open it up to anyone who might have any questions. We threw a lot of information out throughout the day today as well as this evening, but is there anything else that's on your mind now that you would like to talk about, get answers to?
I think I'm good.
Good?
Yeah.
Kathy, any questions?
I think I'm good for now.
Okay.
You do amazing at explaining stuff.
Oh, well, thank you.
No problem. Thank you for all the info.
You're very welcome, and thank you guys for getting on tonight. I will have the recording so you can listen to the playback. You can share it with anyone else that you think might be a good fit for a coach, and I look forward to seeing you guys on our team. Have a great night.
Thank you.
Good night. Bye-bye.